Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll give it to Johnson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Perry. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Perry. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. The give to the back. Makes his man miss.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Creates a little space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback. To get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. With the catch, it's Simmons. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught behind the line. It's Wheeler. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Using his feet. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Perry. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The handoff to Johnson. Turns it on in midfield. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Rios.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Clark. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And that's Tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Number 67, set to advance on the football. Returner goes out of bounds.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. The run from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense doing everything right on this drive. They started off in really good field position. They created negative plays, and they're going to get off the field here very, very quickly. That was about as good as you can do without taking the ball away.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. grabbed behind the line. It's Jean-Pierre. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Brown wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it behind the line. It's Wheeler. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got a man. It's Skinner. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Pulls it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Brown will throw it. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Wheeler. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. A nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Brown will throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off-play action on first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The give on the option. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
With the catch, it's Hampton. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, running back gets the give. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it on the outside, it's Clark. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The handoff to Johnson. Floating away. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Kentucky. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Perry. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much action.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Graham. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Jayhawks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. There he goes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Running back searching for a hole. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clark.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I think the defense is doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes a connection. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. Offense down the stretch. This is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
So now it's 2nd and long. This time it's complete. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And